Hi everyone, 1st of June, Thursday, 24 past 3 in the afternoon in Australia. Here's my latest video blog, and I just want to cover a couple of things today. I found a really cool article which has got me really thinking about the future of cryptocurrencies, which is going to allow me a little bit more clarity in regards to how I'm going to probably treat this whole scenario in regards to, I suppose, investment, but also in regards to my understanding of the whole technology and what they're trying to do, what they are trying to do in the scheme of a worldwide web or a blockchain supercomputer that's going to pretty much automate the world and connect everything to one. Now, just quickly, starting with the markets, I just thought I wouldn't mind just doing a quick little review. Now, last week, 7 days ago, seems like it was only yesterday, but we had a bit of a mini crash. It was the bubble, the first little mini bubble popped, and we had a pullback, and Bitcoin pulled back, and then we saw a little bit of a rebound, and it's actually quite it's a good feeling actually just to see that, because the excitement's dropped down, and just during the week everything just sort of settled down, and if anything the volume of trading went out of the markets, or especially in Bittrex, and shifted into ETH and into Bitcoin, and if not just left the market for a little while there for 3 or 4 days, as people consolidated and I think just got over the whole emotional output. Now what's happening now is I'm just seeing a little bit more of an injection, and when you have a look at Bittrex and you go to volume, you can see that there's a few coins that are pretty much dominating in regards to the overall volume, but it's still fairly evenly spread. One of the coins that was a surprise was Digibyte. It's been in the top for over a month and more. I do really like it, and I just wanted to just plant a seed here. I found another website for them. They do have DigiSign and digibyte.com, but they've also got DGB Holdings, which is their main website, and it gave me a little bit of confidence because, as you can see here, there's some pictures, and they actually got the team, they've got their photos, and I've gone and had a look on YouTube and had a listen to Jared, who's been doing some seminars, and obviously was at Consensus, and there's a lot of different things he's been doing over the last few years, and that's sort of given me a little bit of faith. But again, that was just something I found today for those looking for things to have a look at, DGB Holdings. Now, in regards to this article, cryptocurrency might be a path to authoritarianism. That's a big word. And if you have to go and look that up and understand what they actually mean by that. But what I can see, it's about consolidating power. Now, they talk about decentralized and centralized and things like that, and I think it's a bit of a deception. They're talking about it being decentralized. You're all free. It's that free-range chicken syndrome, even though there's Big Brother watching. Now, what I like about this article, it just starts talking about car parks and being able to park seamlessly with your car. You just essentially just park the car and it automatically takes out your fee for car parking, and there's just different things in regards to how it's going to unfold in regards to automating payment services and, I suppose, information transfer. They talk about being able to put your identification onto the blockchain, so even your DNA onto the blockchain, so all of a sudden that you would never have to actually present any more paperwork, or your birth certificates or anything like that, or if there's an error or you lose it or whatnot, doesn't matter. People can just bring it up on a decentralized information system to extract this information. In a lot of ways, sounds great. For me, I'm a little bit not necessarily anti-government in that sense. It's more that I believe that we could do things a lot better, and I like to control my own environment. When it comes to information, I'll only share what I want to share, and I'll only engage with contracts with companies that I want to engage a contract with. So if the information is secure and it comes down to myself being able to transfer this information on demand based on private keys and things that I hold, then I think that's fair. If they're collecting data on individuals without consent, I don't think that that's a direction that I want to see. And I think if you come back to that Hollywood thing, some of the sci-fi movies, you'll see that a lot of that is about controlling the population just through information, and if everything's seamless and you've got all the CCTV cameras and they're following you around, and the face recognition technology and all of this type of stuff, it all connects into this big supercomputer, which is what Ethereum and Golem and I think Sonum are talking about, and all of a sudden you can start to see the future here. Now, I was talking to someone about the different cryptocurrencies or the different blockchains, and the way I look at it is you've got Bitcoin. Everyone talks about Bitcoin, and there's a lot of speculation, and I don't think it's about Bitcoin anymore. I did mention that in a video before. Bitcoin's not going to be the solution in regards to our supercomputer. It's obsolete already. There's no doubt it will be around for a long time. It's going to be sort of like the gold of Bitcoin for a period of time until they decide that it's no longer needed. Something like Ethereum might come in and do its bit. But what I think is going to happen, you're going to have a series of different ones, different blockchains. It's like anything, people like choice. No one's going to ever want to just go after one. And I think different countries and different sectors and different places around the world are going to have and different relationships are going to accept different blockchains. So you've got the graphene blockchain with Steem and BitShares, and then you've got the Digibyte blockchain, which I think's got a lot of potential. Then you've got the Ethereum blockchain, and that you can see that already starting to come together, and especially the graphene with the Steem, and you've got EOS, and you've got all these different parts or elements of the blockchain coming together in regards to gateways and regulation and that type of stuff. And Digibyte's doing the same. Bitcoin, not really, so I'm not even really looking there. But that's what got me, and I think this article is really interesting. I can see down the track, and I can see why cryptocurrencies are going to work, and it's the old support your football team type of ideology. If they can express that everything's decentralized, we have this natural feeling that it's okay to contribute because we don't feel like there's this energy of control or a power shift between it's like government. There's always a little bit of resistance, but when we support our sporting teams and all your brands, the Sony, Sanyo, or your like I said, the sporting teams, you got with the cryptocurrencies, you've got the different logos and the different names, and some of them are actually definitely providing different services. But when you look at the blockchain, I think there will also be people will have their favourites, and there will be an emotional attachment. I mean, I'm already attached to some of these. If anything, I'm attached to 3 of them, and I'm not too sure of some others. I'll have to go and actually research this and see which other networks are going to be created across the world. And you know what? It's a race, and I can see it's being a race. It's going to be a race between these blockchains to who can present the best overall package to be implemented pretty much at a government level, so certain countries can then roll it out throughout their social network or communities and get it actually implemented. And it's going to take a lot of integration and a lot of cooperation from around the world, because it's going to be such a massive shift. However, with the internet, and it probably won't be as hard and as difficult as we think, because we've already started to adapt with smartphones, and we've got the apps, and we know that FPOS machines and ATMs, and there's a network there already in place. We know that that's going to support any transition. But that's all I wanted to do. It's just food for thought. I'd be really interested to hear what people think about this corporate takeover of the monetary system. That's how I look at it. They'll get rid of the Fed Reserve, I think. That's what I would hope for, and then what will all be is, we supporting our favourite blockchain. Is it going to be decentralised? I'm not too sure about that. I think there's always someone who's got a backdoor key to a lot of this, and it wouldn't surprise me if all of this is by design in one way or another. I don't want to be too much of a skeptic, but that's all I wanted to share with you today. A little bit of a brain explosion there on this whole concept, but that's where I can see the future going. Corporate takeover of our monetary system, us as a community supporting it because we feel like it's, we're supporting our favourite football team almost. There's no doubt there's some services, as I mentioned, but it's going to be very, very interesting to see what happens in the next 5 years, if not 2 years. So that's all. Thanks for watching. Tune into my next video. Let me know what